Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. Just hours ago, Spokane Valley City Council members voting to crack down on illegal massage parlors in the city. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk explains why they declared an emergency and how the ordinance aims to help law enforcement. Kyle?
Well, council members suspended their own rules tonight, passing this ordinance on the very first reading. Officials say there's a growing number of these illegal businesses, and with them, drug use, prostitution, and human trafficking. Spokane Valley Police will now have the authority to enter massage businesses in the city to verify people providing services are allowed to and hold valid licenses.
This is about taking care of our citizens and making sure families and citizens and children are safe in our city limits.
Councilwoman Brandy Pete says their intention is not to go after law-abiding businesses. However, some are not following the law. And Spokane Valley Police say they're getting more and more reports.
We have very flagrant ads that are being put online, advertising, stuff, illegal sexual acts.
Chief Dave Ellis says they're already investigating businesses they believe are unlicensed or engaged in illegal activity, like prostitution and human trafficking.
They've taken action, done search warrants, and actually conducted investigations. They're even still going on as we speak.
According to state law, a person running an unlicensed massage practice can be charged with a gross misdemeanor on the first offense. A second offense is considered a Class B felony. Business owners could face even more serious criminal charges related to prostitution and human trafficking. And we also talked to a person who owns a licensed, legitimate massage business in the valley. She was very happy about this ordinance and wants the police to go after illegal parlors. She says they give clinics like hers a bad name. Mark?
Kyle, thank you very much. Well, we are coming off a huge weekend in Spokane with Bloomsday, and in less than 2 months, thousands more will travel to the Inland Northwest for Hoop Fest. So how does this kind of tourism impact the region? Well, in less than 24 hours, Visit Spokane is celebrating National Travel and Tourism Week with a look at how tourism impacted Spokane last year. Mayor Nadine Woodward will speak, followed by a special announcement regarding the Expo's 50th celebration. That meeting coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Also tomorrow, U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell leading a committee vote on the Railway Safety Act of 2023. The bill is facing several provisions, including a mandate that would utilize new technology to detect defects in the trains. Officials say this technology could have prevented the disastrous East Palestine derailment. All right, taking a break from the headlines to talk weather. We have got some good news tonight. This weekend is going to feel more like summer here in Spokane. At least that's what Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo was saying tonight. Jeremy?
Well, I was just double checking the forecast to make sure my eyes aren't fooling me. Yep, still get warm, and yep, we still have a couple of showers popping up this evening. Right now we sit at 51 degrees, so all in all, not looking too bad in terms of those temperatures, but there it is. You can see just south of Interstate 90 over in Idaho, just north of the Palouse, our last little cell kind of falling apart. That thing continues to do so tonight and tomorrow. We're much drier across the region. Forecast models picking up on a little bit of activity, but most of that stays up in higher elevations. So that means most of us just get a nothing but sunny kind of day. Looking pretty nice across much of the inland northwest, and then we continue drying out as we head into Thursday. So here we go. Tomorrow, I think here in Spokane, we are mostly sunny. Temperatures climb up near 70. Thursday, in the 70s, Friday up near 80 and even warmer as we head into the weekend. We are talking a downright gorgeous few days to come.
Looking forward to that. Jeremy, thank you very much. Right now, the Spokane River is raging, and it's all thanks to spring runoff. Rising rivers, well, that means flooding. And tonight, it is coming to local trails, including the Centennial Trail. And while the water may only be a few inches deep, locals who walk those trails every day say they are having to make some detours now.
Walk this trail every day. That's what I was doing right now. And this is the first day that I had to go around because of the water. I walk it every day. It's a beautiful place here.
Finley's there says he may have chosen that detour, but now the city of Spokane is closing those underwater portions of the trail, so walkers and cyclists won't have a choice. And now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. We are just days away from the University of Idaho's graduation ceremony, and today we have learned that 5 students who died this year will be honored at the ceremony. Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle were found stabbed to death near campus in November. And in August, Guadalupe Ruiz died in a car crash. The students will be awarded posthumous degrees to recognize the work they did that made them eligible for graduation.
These students are indeed vandals. They will always be vandals, and we'll always remember them. They'll always be in our heart. They'll always have a special place.
That ceremony will take place coming up on this Saturday. And closing arguments for the Lori Vallow trial have been scheduled for Thursday. This after both the prosecution and the defense rested their cases just hours ago. Some of the biggest news to come out of court today: the verdict of the trial will be live streamed whenever it comes. Until now, no cameras have been allowed in the courtroom. This will be our first live look inside the courtroom.
With regard to count 2, vehicular homicide, also alleged to have occurred on or about that same day, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Megan Skillingstad is accused of hitting and killing 2 people near Airway Heights last month and then driving away. Well, today she pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter and leaving the scene of a deadly accident. Court records show a breathalyzer test came back at .13. The trial is expected to start on July 3rd. And that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text us the word night to 509-448-2000 and we'll send them directly to your phone. Tonight, former President Donald Trump vowing to appeal after a jury found him liable for 1 count of sexual battery and 1 count of defamation. He has now been ordered to pay $5 million to the woman who claims that he raped her back in the mid-90s. Writer E. Jean Carroll filed the lawsuit against Mr. Trump last November. Today, he didn't appear at the trial, but did react on social media saying, quote, he never met Carroll, that the verdict was a disgrace, and the trial was, quote, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time. Well, tonight, federal investigators are still working to piece together what led to a plane crash in western Washington that sent 2 people to the hospital. That plane went down in a residential area, narrowly missing a house. The local fire department says the homeowner's quick actions, pulling the pilot and the passenger out of the plane, likely saved their lives. Meantime, researchers at the University of Washington were in San Diego today for 2 earthquake tests. The team built a 10-story building designed to simulate one that could be located in downtown Seattle. It is the largest to ever be tested on a so-called shake table. The shake table simulated a 6.7 magnitude earthquake like the one in California back in 1994 and a 7.7 magnitude quake similar to the 1999 quake that hit Taiwan. Well, today is Fentanyl Awareness Day, and in our effort to bring you more to every story, I spoke with Ron Deist. He is the Assistant Special Agent in charge for the DEA in Spokane for Eastern Washington. He says there are 2 key differences that have turned fentanyl into the dangerous drug it is compared to other illicit drugs. First, he says it is cheap and easy to manufacture. Second, Deist says fentanyl is marketed differently than other illicit drugs. It's now pressed into a pill form so it can be directly marketed to young people through social media.
What are you guys seeing in terms of fentanyl in the state of Idaho?
Well, we're seeing a massive increase over the past few years.
So what we can do about fentanyl, he says stay engaged in your children's life. Make sure you know who their friends are and what they are doing online. He says that will help prevent even more tragedies.